Ladies and gentlemen, we are very happy to have received you today to join us and commemorate the listing of Sumitomo Chemical India Limited on the BSE platform at this special opening bell ceremony. It is now my pleasure to introduce our luminaries to you and welcome them on the dais with a huge round of applause and present them with floral bouquets. Please put your hands together for Mr. Nishimoto, who is the Executive Vice President and Representative Director of Sumitomo Chemical Company, and he also leads the Health and Crop Sciences sector within the company. Please, sir, join us on the dais. Sumitomo-san joined Sumitomo Chemical in the year 1980 and has 40 years of remarkable association with them. Sir, it is our pleasure that you're here to grace the event today. Next, I invite Dr. Mukul Asher, Chairman and Independent Director of Sumitomo Chemical India Limited. Dr. Asher was also the Chairman and Independent Director of erstwhile Excel Crop Care for several years. And now we have with us Mr. Jatin Shah, Managing Director of Sumitomo Chemical India Limited. Mr. Shah has 40 years of experience in the Indian agrochemical industry and a long-standing 20 years of association with Sumitomo Chemical in various capacities. And now I call upon the host of this grand event, Mr. Nayan Mehta, CFO, BSE. Among the guests, we have with us the directors of Sumitomo Chemical India, Mr. Bhargava, Ms. Preeti Mehta, Mr. Ninad Gupte, Mr. Sushil Marfatia, and Mr. Katayama-san. We also have with us Mr. Harda-san, Consul General of Japan, Matsunaga-san, Director General from JETRO, delegates from Japanese business and banking community in Mumbai, our merger and listing advisors, auditors, company management teams, and guests from investor community. Please give a big round of applause for everyone. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as our Indian tradition goes for all new beginnings, we will seek the blessings of the Almighty and start the proceedings by lighting the auspicious lamp. I invite all our dignitaries on the dais to please forward to light the lamp. Maybe have a group picture here. I request all our guests to please be seated as we're trying to capture these moments with the cameras on behind. Thank you. And now, before we invite our guests to address us, we would like to provide you, I'm sorry. We would like to provide you with a brief background of the Sumitomo Group, Sumitomo Chemical Company, and Sumitomo Chemical India. Sumitomo started business in Japan in early 16th century. During the journey of more than 400 years, Sumitomo expanded in several business segments across the world. Yes, it's worthy a round of applause. They expanded in several business segments across the world and is a reputed name in global business community. Today, several Sumitomo-founded companies operate as independent listed companies with widespread shareholding and run by their professional boards. All Sumitomo companies continue to follow the basic business philosophy of Sumitomo. Sumitomo Chemical was founded in the year 1913 to undertake its chemical businesses. During the last 100 years of its journey, Sumitomo Chemical has expanded in several chemical-related sectors and is among one of the leading global chemical companies recognized for its R&D innovation capabilities and specialty product focus. Sumitomo Chemical is listed on the Tokyo Stock Exchange since 1949 as an independent and professionally run company with high standards of corporate governance and contribution to society at large. I'm now talking about Sumitomo Chemical India, which was incorporated in the year 2000 as a subsidiary of Sumitomo Chemical Company, Japan, to drive expansion of its health and crop sciences business in India. The first 10 years was spent in exploring and testing Indian markets. Thereafter, since the year 2009 and 10, the company started its growth journey and achieved 10x growth in the past 10 years by both organic and inorganic means. Its organic growth itself has been about 5 to 6x in the last decade. Recently, Excel Crop Care, a leading and reputed Indian agrochemical player, merged with SEIL, creating a well-diversified platform of scale. Excuse me. Subsequent to the merger, the merged company is being listed today. Today, Sumitomo Chemical India Limited, SEIL as we call it, is a leading agrochemicals player in India, primarily engaged in 3 business divisions: Agro Solutions Division, Environmental Health Division, and Animal Nutrition Division. The company has 5 strategically located manufacturing facilities in Western India. The company has created a strong connect with Indian farmers by way of on-field product demonstration activities and also supported by several digital initiatives to connect with the Indian farmers. The company also has a reasonably good product portfolio, brand connect, and distribution penetration across India, and is already one of the top 3 players in the Indian domestic branded product market. The company also meets high standards of corporate governance, safety, and environmental standards, and have high regards for Sumitomo business philosophy to benefit society at large. To speak more on this, now I would like to call upon the dais Mr. Nishimoto-san, Executive Vice President of Sumitomo Chemical Company. Mr. Nishimoto-san.
Thank you. Good morning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Sumitomo Chemical Group, I welcome you all today. Today is an exciting and important milestone in the journey of Sumitomo Chemical India. Subsequent to successful completion of the merger between Excel Crop Care and Sumitomo Chemical India, the integrated company, new Sumitomo Chemical India, is being listed today. It is a moment of great pride of Sumitomo Chemical Company and me personally. Our subsidiary, Sumitomo Chemical India, was set up 20 years ago, and we are proud of its accomplishments so far. We are confident Sumitomo Chemical India would continue its journey of growth and success in India going forward for a long period of time. Sumitomo Chemical has always given utmost importance to India as a country and a valuable market. Sumitomo Chemical and Sumitomo Chemical India would like to partner with Indian farmers and in improving their farming efficiencies. This would also support India's strategic vision towards farmers' income growth and food safety for India's growing middle-class population. The merged entity will have the scale and potential to take up the leadership position in Indian agrochemical market, which the sixth position in the world, growing more than 8% a year, and expected to be $8 billion revenue by year 2025. Given complementary nature of the business operations, the merger is expected to result in a long-term benefit for all shareholders. We welcome all public shareholders and investors of Excel Crop Care as a shareholder of Sumitomo Chemical India. We have positive outlook for India and have high expectation from merged company, which is already one of the top 3 overseas subsidiaries of Sumitomo Chemical in health and crop science sector. On behalf of Sumitomo Chemical, I would like to re-emphasize of Sumitomo's values and business principles. As we conduct business, we must always value trust and integrity and must closely watch the changing of the times, carefully weigh opportunities and risks, and seek long-term sustainable growth rather than chasing short-term gains. At Sumitomo Chemical, we adhere to the principle that our business must not only benefit our own interests, but also society at large. I thank you all for your efforts and contributions for success of both organizations and request for your continued support to merge the company. I am confident the new board members can lead the guide, the management team to focus on business growth in a sustainable manner with the highest standards of corporate governance, which we appreciate a lot. I am always available for any guidance and support for Indian business. I look forward to keep learning about growth and success of our new Indian companies. Last but not least, I would like to express again my sincere appreciation to all of your continued support to the Sumitomo Chemical India. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Nishimoto-san, for the valuable words, and it's great to know about Sumitomo Chemical's plans, which are in line with India's strategic objectives and in our farmers' interest. I would now like to call upon the dais Mr. Mukul Asher, Chairman of Sumitomo Chemical India, to address the ceremony.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to all of you who are present on what can be truly described as a historic occasion. This event is taking place at the Bombay Stock Exchange, one of the oldest stock exchanges in the world. May I take this opportunity to thank all stakeholders for their overwhelming support that has guided us, encouraged us in this amalgamation process and facilitated the path of an exciting new journey that we are commencing. Sumitomo Chemical India Limited, SCIL, looks upon good corporate governance practices as a key driver of sustainable corporate growth and long-term stakeholder value creation while benefiting the society at large. There is an useful adage, think society, not economy. And we try to put this adage into our decision-making at the board level as well as at the management level. The management of Excel Crop Care Limited and merged Sumitomo Chemical India have always put farmers' interest before short-term accounting profit and firmly believe that it is possible to have a judicious balance between ethical, socially, and environmentally responsible behavior and profitability. These values and such balance are becoming important both in India and globally for corporate valuations, and we are well placed to benefit from that. We are committed toward nation building by supporting farm efficiency, farmers' income, and food security. India currently exports about USD 40 billion worth of agricultural goods. It aims to double this in the next few years. SCIL aims to contribute to this national goal as well. The SCIL will be focusing on delivering high-quality products, investing in people, technology, and to innovative solutions, and on undertaking continuous improvements to maximize operational and overall resource efficiency. We'll contribute with even greater enthusiasm in our endeavors and stronger commitment to leverage our competitive advantage and strategic linkages with the global presence of our parent company to create new opportunities. We hope to traverse new boundaries and deliver greater stakeholder value. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I would like to express deep appreciation to the employees and to business partners. The employees might be better termed as co-workers for their outstanding contributions in the continued success of SCIL. I would also like to express appreciation to our shareholders for their sustained encouragement and constructive support. We at Sumitomo Chemical India Limited are confident that with such continued teamwork and dedication, our company will continue to progress and competently manage the future challenges. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Asher, for sharing with us the company philosophy and its forward-looking future plans. Now, I would like to call upon the dais Mr. Jatin Shahe, Managing Director of Sumitomo Chemical India Limited, to address the gathering. Mr. Jatin Shahe.
Good morning, everyone. The listing of Sumitomo Chemical India on stock exchange today marks a very important step in our growth journey towards creating Sumitomo as a leading agricultural company in India. Over the last 10 years, we have had a very robust growth from 200 crores to 2,200 crores in 10 years. And we are looking forward, driven by our diversified and innovative product portfolio, our go-to-market strategy, our strong brand connect with the farmers, that we will continue to grow at a very great pace. We are enthused by the long-term prospect of India or Indian agriculture and are excited with opportunities at hand. We would also benefit from R&D facilities, which our parent company has a very strong R&D and will surely benefit immensely in years to come from those activities. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our parent company, Sumitomo Chemical, for imparting their culture, philosophy, long-term strategic planning, integrated operations, and to guide us continuously and support us in all our activities in India. I have been privileged to have a very long 2 decades of association with Sumitomo Chemical, and I sincerely appreciate, I have learned a lot, Nishimoto-san, from my 20 years with Sumitomo. I would like to thank board for their continued guidance. I appreciate the enthusiasm and energy of entire management team at Sumitomo Chemical India, who have played a very, very important role to the company's success. And not to mention the smooth transition during the merger process. I also acknowledge the support of our advisors, lawyers, auditors, and other business associates. I must say with a great sense of gratitude that the support from BSE, NSE, SEBI in this merger process has been very, very kind, and I sincerely thank all of you for that. I truly look forward to working together in close partnership in strengthening Sumitomo's position as a leading player in India's high potential agrochemical sector. We have become a multinational listed company today, but I can assure you the heart that will beat will be always Indian. And Indian heart and Japanese heart are not very different. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shah, for sharing your thoughts with us. I now invite our next speaker, the CFO of BSE Limited, Mr. Nayan Mehta. Please welcome Mr. Nayan Mehta.
Mr. Nishimoto-san, Shri Mukul Asher, Shri Jatin Shah, all dignitaries present here, and all guests who have come so early in the morning for this event. A very good morning to everyone present. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to BSE family as we celebrate the listing of BSE's newest member, Sumitomo Chemical India. BSE has over 5,000 companies listed on its platform, making it the largest in the world, and it gives me great pleasure to add Sumitomo Group company also in our family. BSE provides a very efficient and transparent market for trading in bouquet of products like equity, debt, currency, commodity, interest rate derivatives, mutual funds, stock lending and borrowing. At BSE, we have enabled ease of capital raising for all, small entrepreneurs to large corporates, from rupees 10 crores to 10,000 crores. I would like to congratulate Sumitomo Chemical India for its successful listing. This is a momentous day not only for BSE, it is also a great day for Sumitomo as it becomes the only listed company in the group to be listed in India. The company is primarily engaged in manufacture and sale of agricultural pesticides, household insecticides, animal nutrition products. It is getting listed with a capital of 499 crores, and the listing is pursuant to a scheme of amalgamation of Excel Crop Care with Sumitomo Chemical India Limited. Before the meeting, I was just checking up with Shri-san, Nishimoto-san, and he told me that Sumitomo Group is more than 400 years old. And Sumitomo Chemical itself in Japan is over 100 years. So when you see any company which has survived 100 years, it has seen a lot of history. When we spoke about BSE also crossing 140 years, it is at 144 years now. The amount of history which flows through a company, through its people, is phenomenal. And the fact that the companies have survived such tumultuous, such different times during this period, it just shows the core strength. And when Sri Asher said that they believe in being ethically, socially, environmentally responsible, that actually, says a lot of the reasons why, a company actually sustains itself through tough times. Sri Nishimoto-san has also said and assured the continued support of the group to this company, and that is something which is really heartening for everyone. When you have support and when you have cooperation from everyone who's in your ecosystem, that is when we grow. And with our growth, it actually leads to a growth of many people around us. So my heartiest congratulations to everyone from the Sumitomo Chemical Group. And I would also like to thank my listing team for organizing such wonderful event. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Mehta. And now to mark this proud occasion and to thank all those who have been instrumental in making this day possible, we will have a felicitation ceremony. I request Mr. Nayan Mehta to present mementos on behalf of BSE to our dignitaries on the dais. And to accept the mementos, I invite first Mr. Nishimoto-san. Requesting Mr. Mehta to present the memento to Dr. Mukul Asher. To receive the memento next, I invite Mr. Jatin Shah. In a reciprocal gesture, I now invite Mr. Nishimoto-san and Dr. Mukul Asher to present the memento to Mr. Nayan Mehta. I also request Mr. Nishimoto-san and Dr. Mukul Asher to present the mementos to the following people that I invite next. Advisors for tax and regulatory matters and auditors, KPMG team led by Mr. Rohit Berry and Mr. Farhad Bamji. Please welcome. Inviting next, merchant bankers, Kotak team led by Mr. Saurav Malik and Anup Podar. I invite next legal advisors, Pioneer Legal Team led by Mr. Satish Kishan Chandani. Inviting next, legal advisors, Kanga and Company team led by Mr. Jatin Thakur. And now I invite Sumitomo Chemical India team, led by Mr. Praveen Desai, Mr. Anil Naval, and Ms. Deepika Trivedi. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the most awaited moment of this evening, this event. I request all our dignitaries to kindly proceed towards the gong for the special opening bell ceremony. May we have a few group pictures? Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a grand event, and I invite everyone to join me with the countdown when we are 10 seconds away from 10 o'clock. And I also request that all of you be kindly seated so that our cameras at the back can capture this precious moment. Requesting once again for all phones to be on silent, please. And the countdown has begun, and I want you all to join me. All eyes on the clock. With me, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Sumitomo Chemical India Limited is now live on the BSE platform. We will have a few group pictures with all the company members involved a little later. And with this, ladies and gentlemen, the event comes to an end. I once again take this opportunity to congratulate everyone at Sumitomo and thank all of you for making this event successful. We truly appreciate your presence and support. Do join us for refreshments hereafter and have a great day ahead. Thank you.